however, having a 360-degree feedback is very important. I try to practice something with my teams on a regular basis, as when I was heading HR, which I'll share with you.
Sure.
I used to do, it was not my own technique. I picked it up somewhere from some very good article, and then I practiced it, which is called a 3x15 technique. Every month, I used to do this 3x15 technique where I had 3 questions to ask of my subordinates and peers, and I would give them 15 minutes for this. So I myself would give them papers. I would request them to sit, and then I would not, let it be like another activity by the side of some other activity. And I would request their time, block the time for 15 minutes, probably a boardroom or whatever, give them the papers, and I would encourage them to, I would tell them first every time, even though it looked repetitive, I used to tell them, because in the last organization I served for 14 years. So sometimes when I went on doing it from time to time, I did not do this every time. I did this almost once in 6 months. Okay. But whenever I did this, I used to always put out the same instruction at the beginning. Instruction in the sense, a request. I used to say that, see, whatever you write here, please know that nothing is being held against you. It is to improve me. It is not for you. It is for me. This is what I used to do. It is not about you. It is about me. So whatever you write, I would not even be thinking why you wrote like this. I would be thinking why I gave that impression. That's the kind of thought process that I would like to have about it. So please feel free. It took a little 2 or 3 cycles for people to really open out, but it helped a lot. It helped a lot, I'll tell you. I used to ask 3 simple things. I said, in our relationships, in my leadership style or whatever, what is that you are really finding it good that is helping you? Second thing I used to say that, and I used to put a caveat saying that don't talk about in expletives like, you are charismatic, stuff like that. That's not what I'm looking for. I said something about me that helped you.
Yeah.
In your blossoming. Okay. Second thing I used to say that similarly the opposite, what is that is blocking your progress in my way of being for you? Okay. Third thing, what would be your advice about an improvement for me to work on this blocking area? These are the 3 things, and I used to request them to do it. Spend no more than 15 minutes. Most of the time, it's not required.
Actually, had I known this earlier, right, I would have suggested to my bosses to actually do this. I don't know whether it helped them or it helped me a lot.
I don't. Particularly when when organizations, as you know, Ravi, when organizations put down some processes. But if there is no alignment of the individual with that process, there's always a problem. But if the individual themselves get spurred and they feel that this is very important for me, I'll tell you, development is never a problem in this world. We talk about learning and development. We talk about development many places in life, in corporate life. But development as a process is not as good as development as an intention and inspiration. See, development is always an aspect of inspiration. It's never an aspect of a process and push down. वो कभी ठीक से नहीं होता है.